Hello. So in this video, we're going to talk about a thing that students often say in emails to professors that they really shouldn't. So if you are a student, even a high school student, but a university student in particular, do not ever in an email after you have missed a class or letting a professor know you're going to miss a class, do not use the phrase, "Did I miss anything important?" Just don't do it. So I actually personally don't care that much about this. I'm not bothered by this, but a lot of people are. A lot of instructors really hate this phrase. So it's a good life tip. Don't do an easily avoidable thing that's likely to piss off your instructor. So, students, the reason that this is offensive to so many instructors is because, first, it implies that you don't think there was anything useful or important that we were likely doing on that day. Second, it implies that the class itself may not be worth all that much to you. Now, you may actually believe that. You may think that the class you're taking is kind of pointless. You don't really need this skill or knowledge or whatever it is, and that's totally fine. As a student, I felt the same way about some of my classes. What are you going to do? I don't expect you to believe us in every single class when we tell you why the thing we're teaching you is important, but it is smarter on your part when you're dealing with your instructor to pretend that you are at least somewhat invested in the class. And the phrase, the incredibly common phrase, "Did I miss anything important?" suggests that you don't think there's important stuff going on. So, this is a bad strategic move on your part because it is likely to upset your instructor. But there's good news. The good news is, this is an incredibly easy phrase to replace. And part of the thing is that it's not the inquiry itself that's the problem, it's the phrasing. So, again, this is really, really easy to fix. Because the inquiry itself should be, can you explain, or can you tell me what I missed? If you phrase it that way, if your instructor gets upset about it, then your instructor is being unreasonable. Realistically, you as students should be reaching out to your instructors, even reaching out to your classmates as well, to make sure that you are keeping up with the material. And so if it's phrased, "Can you tell me what I missed?" your instructor may not want to cover a whole lesson over email, and they may tell you to come into office hours so you can talk over the material you missed. But that's actually a good thing. That phrasing is actually a good thing. "Can you tell me what I missed?" shows that you are interested in this material, again, even if you're not in reality, and it shows that you are trying to keep on track with the class. You don't want to fall behind just because you happen to have missed a day. So that's actually a really, really good way of phrasing this. Now, instructors. Yeah, I get it. A lot of you hate the phrase, "Did I miss anything important?" with the burning passion of 1,000 fiery suns, etc., etc. Bear in mind, for the most part, your students likely don't mean it the way you take it. Your students likely don't mean to dismiss the importance or value of your class. Probably this is one of those phrases that for some reason has gotten sort of stuck in our collective mindset, and even though it's a bad phrase, it actually doesn't convey what critics of it, mostly instructors, believe that it conveys. I really do think the anxiety behind this question is generally can you help me keep on track in this class? Can you tell me what I missed? And instructors, if you take this question in that spirit, this is going to be better for everybody. There's not much value, I think, in a snarky response. And I have heard of people doing that. I have heard of very sarcastic, cutting responses to the question, did I miss anything important? And what is that going to do? That's going to shut down the student. That's going to make them feel like you don't care about their education. And that's going to alienate them so that next time when they miss a class, they're probably not even going to follow up. Now, I have in email responses to students sort of explained, hey, personally, I don't care about this phrase. It's not a thing that bothers me, but you want to be aware that a lot of your other instructors will be bothered about that. I don't think that's a bad thing to do because, again, I think there's a value to sort of to teaching students how to interact professionally, because that is one of the functions, one of the broader functions of a university education, right? Is to teach people, teach students, etc., how to engage professionally outside of the limits of the academic sphere. So I don't think it's a bad thing to turn it into a teachable moment, but I would be kind when doing